Hi everyone, Ryan here with Fight Game Analysis, and today we are going to be doing an analysis and prediction on the upcoming fight between Alistair Overeem and Augusto Sakai. If you've been enjoying the content, please go ahead and like the video and also subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate your support. So this is a classic fight of two guys at completely different points in their career meeting up. On the one hand, we've got Alistair Overeem. Incredible amount of experience, right? The guy's 40 years old, 66 professional MMA fights. Before that, he was doing K1 kickboxing. He's fought for multiple organizations, held world championships in other organizations. Just an incredible fighter with a super long history. Then on the other hand, you've got Augusto Sakai, young up-and-comer, 29 years old. He's only had a few fights in the UFC, and he's looked great so far in those fights coming up. So these two clash heads. Obviously, Overeem, he needs to come out with a win on this one. He's hoping towards the end of his career to be able to put together some wins and hopefully make another run at the belt. And then you've got Augusto Sakai significantly working his way up the ladder, and Overeem is going to be by far the biggest test of his career. He gets that name on his resume as a win, and he's going to move up the rankings. Now, when you look at these guys, Overeem, he's been in the game so long that he's morphed and evolved over the years. Okay, he used to be the true demolition man, right? Where he just came out and he just ran through guys and destroyed them. But now you're seeing, then for a while, he played a really conservative type role and he laid back a little bit too much. And he even came out in interviews, multiple interviews, and said that it wasn't really working out great for him. And now he's kind of taken on this style in his last couple fights where he's a little bit conservative, definitely plays the role of the sniper more and uses his experience to his advantage, but he's not overly conservative. He'll still come in. He'll still be aggressive when he needs to be. In these last couple fights against Rosenstrike and Walt Harris, he's used his grappling, I think, more than he has in the past, and he's used it really effectively. Then you turn around, you look at Augusto Sakai. He's got some great leg kicks, number one. Let me just go ahead and point that out. I don't think he uses them quite enough, but he's got some great leg kicks. Big guy for the division, too. Actually cuts weight to get down to the limit at 265. But primarily, he likes to use a boxing-based approach, right? He likes to come in there, likes to throw his hands, and he's good with it, man. He lands shots, he gets them off, and he'll do some damage on guys. But his problem is he's not good on the outside, and he's not good on the inside. You know, so you watched his last fight against Ivanov, and you could see that he was having some trouble at times with that distance. Ivanov was able to control the gap a little bit more, and Sakai didn't really know how to react to that. He wasn't able to close it effectively, and when he was on the outside, he was following a little bit too much, not quite working correct angles, cutting the octagon off like he should, and he eked out a split decision on that one. He's, you know, in that middle distance, he's great, and he did close the gap at times, and when he did, he lets his hands go, and he does some real damage. But as you move up the ranks, and like in this fight against Overeem, he's going to have to be better if he wants to get that win. So, what's it going to look like when these two step in the octagon on Saturday and they square off in the main event? I think in a lot of ways that this fight is going to look similar to Alistair Overeem versus Rosenstrike. Okay, now Rosenstrike has way more power than Sakai, so Overeem doesn't even have to worry about it quite that much like he did in that fight. Rosenstrike can just reach out and touch you with any one individual shot, man, and send you into outer space. Sakai doesn't have power like that. You know, he'll get a guy out of there, but he doesn't have that true one-punch power. So I think Overeem's going to come out in a southpaw stance. He's going to play it conservative, likes to kind of keep that one hand up, see how things go. He's going to leap in, play the role of the sniper, leap in at times, land one shot here and there, probably the straight left hand. And anytime Sakai tries to move forward to land shots, he's just going to back out of there. He's light. Overeem's light on his feet. He'll be able to back up easily. He knows how to circle. No problem, and he'll keep the fight at the pace and the distance that he wants to. That's what he's able to do with more experience. And then when the time's right, he's going to close that distance quickly. Now, he may close it and go to a clinch, or he may close it and go to a takedown. But either way, he'll be able to close that distance. Now, if he gets into the clinch, the knees that he has are beautiful. Best knees in MMA by far. From inside of the clinch, the dexterity that he's got with him is ridiculous. So he'll go in there, and once he's in the clinch, he'll try to get head and arm control some kind of way, get into like a Muay Thai plum, and just work a few knees on Sakai, and then probably get him down from there. He's got some great tricks that he uses from the clinch. Sakai hasn't shown I mean, he's got a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, but we haven't seen him actually have to utilize it. We haven't seen him utilize any real grappling. Even if he's all right, I mean, Overeem's got a black belt. He's used grappling successfully against people at the highest ranks of MMA for a long time. So I don't have any doubt that he'll be able to go in there and get him down a few times, Sakai down a few times if he wants to. And then the other thing is, we've never seen Sakai at 5 rounds, right? We know that Overeem's got the cardio, right? Earlier in his career, he used to gas out a little bit. He's got that problem fixed. He can go 5 rounds successfully. So he goes in there, controls the pace, controls the distance, gets some takedowns, works some good ground and pound, because Overeem's got good ground and pound, and tries to take Sakai, the younger guy, the inexperienced guy, tries to take him into the deep waters and test that cardio. Because we don't know how his cardio is going to hold up in round 4 or 5, particularly if Overeem's been getting his shots off, holding him down, getting him with some ground and pound, and beating him up. So I think that's going to be the story of this one. I think Overeem's going to be able to come out with the win. He's going to just be able to control this fight, and really what you're going to see is the inexperience of the younger Sakai playing itself out. Just not really knowing how to handle himself in certain situations, and Overeem just being able to take him into deep waters and do what he wants to do. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Is Overeem going to be able to pull this one off? If he does, is he going to be able to put together a few more wins and hopefully make a run at the title? Let me know what you guys think.